So you can see the questions on the chat, Diego.
Yeah.
So good.
No, but I'm on the planner. I'm seeing right now on the planner the questions about the agile methods. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't see the questions.
No, I put again on the chat.
Okay, now I see. Thanks.
Welcome. So I will ask you for, so it's coming one more. So I will split you. don't split, but I think it's the best now. So, oh, I will be here with you guys. I think it's okay. So Vinicius, good evening. Do you see the questions on this chat?
Good evening. I can see.
Oh, great. So now I split. I will split you on breakout rooms. So if you need, just ask for my help and I go. If you receive an invite to go to another room, you don't be with me here. So I think we can start. Vinicius, you can introduce yourself quickly.
Sure. I'm Vinicius. I'm 21 years old, and I work as a software engineer. And in my free time, I like to practice sports and running and stay my time in the nature and stay with my friends and my family. So I think that this is about me and resume. About you, Leonardo.
Hi guys, good evening. I'm Leo. I'm 27 years old. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm 27 years old. I live in Rio, and I work as a project manager in a marketing agency here in Rio. And so I'm a father of pets. I have a dog. I'm married, and I'm here to improve my English, trying to talk in this kind of class.
Good.
That is it. And you, Heitor?
Good evening, guys. My name is Heitor. I'm 38. I'm from São Paulo, and I work as quality assurance. And I'm working until at this moment. So sorry if I look something, I don't know, desligado, unplug it. I don't know if that's right. So actually, I'm here to improve my English either as you guys, to try a abroad job maybe. And that's it.
Okay. So let's start. Do you know what Agile methods are? Vinicius, do you know what are?
Yeah, I think that I know because in a company that I work, and they use it to agile methods to facilitate the process in general of the company. So, like to Scrum, this is an agile methodology that I work in my career. So I think that agile method is to how to I say, facilitate the process and make the process more agile. How to the naming say explicit. So I think that is in general what is an agile method. And about you, Heitor?
Yeah, I usually work with Agile method. I think it's more easy to work with this kind of method. But sometimes you have to pass by for the Agile because we have strong times to deliver something. And by the way, I love the sound of the bugs of your house, Vinicius. I don't know how to say grillo.
I don't know how to say this, but
But
yeah,
it's amazing.
Have
Yeah.
a mo-
Is that true? Is that true?
have a lot of grillos in my
Great.
region.
I
Nice, man.
thought that it was a ventilator or something like that.
Yes,
No,
I think
no.
the same.
I grills same.
And Leonardo.
Yeah, I know what is the agile methods. I've never worked directly with these methods, but I've heard it about in my university in the course that I did before. Today I use other methods, the waterfall methods. I don't know if you know. It's a pretty different from these agile methods, but I would like to have the opportunity to work directly with agile methods someday.
So good. I'm hear about waterfall method, but I don't know how it work actually. But I'm working with Kanban. I don't know it's say like this, but I think it is. I just say Kanban in Portuguese, so I think it's the same in English. I don't know. I hope so.
I think that yes.
So
It's the
Leon-
same, but you have to make a little
Kanban?
accent. Kanban.
yeah.
Kanban, yeah.
Leonardo, do you want to pick a question for us?
Yeah. Second two, in your opinion, what are the positive points of working with agile methods? Well, I would say that the main benefits could be the opportunity to build something as at the same time that you realize some tests. Then we can build a little bit and make some tests and come back to adjust something and go ahead. And there is a kind of a process that we're going to improve the final product in the process of building. For me, that is the positive points. And you, Heitor?
I never worked with another kind of method instead of agile. So, in my opinion, we have a better design, not design. You can see better what you deliver it. If you make some mistakes, you can fix that so fast. Instead of the waterfall, if you make a mistake, you have to review all the projects. So, in my opinion, it's most hard to work like that. I love to work with agile method. And you, Vinicius?
I think that the speed of the delivery, the project or the product, and you don't need to complete project or complete product to see or a part of the project, for example, because you have the deliveries, the partial deliveries to see how the project are, and I think that's a positive point. And you have for example, in the Scrum, the dailies to conversation with your colleagues and or to about the project to see if you have I don't know how to say impediment, but or you need to help in anything. So this is a positive point to working with agile methods. And about you, Raisa?
Yeah, I think the same. I will talk like you a little because I like to see step by step what do you do in the project. So I think it's good. And like Eito said, it's when you make a mistake, it's easy to see where are the mistakes. So I think it's the best part is this. And when we work like home office, you can do the project and another person go with you and will not mess up another work, the colleague. So I think it's great. And how about you, Vinicius? Do you wanna pick a question?
Yeah, I want to pick a number 3. What negative impact can agile methods have on the employee? This is a good question because as to the agile methods have a positive points. For me, I feel a pressure to deliver a feature, for example, or to I forget the word corrigir. I forget. But corrigir and bug fix, for example, I think this have a good pressure sometimes to make this and deliver on the final of the sprint, for example, on this Scrum. So for me, this is a negative impact that they have on Agile method. And about you, Leonardo?
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I think agile methods can evoke a kind of pressure on the employees, because you are all the time trying to build and trying to come back, trying to rearrange what we are doing until the go live, until the launching to the clients. And then, especially when we talk about tools like Monday, Trello, and others, your job is visible to everybody. Yeah, that's could be a problem to some people. And I really don't know how to handle with this problem, because it's a good method, but it's necessary too. Yeah. And you, Raisa, what do you think?
So I think it's easy to push up in this kind of methods because the pressure sometimes a lot and it's hard to take, but I think it's depends where you work and how the manage deal with this, because when I'm working in the place we use Kanban and it's so great, so it's like no pressure. And but I have some friends we works in the the method like Scrum, and he can, oh my gosh, reclama, don't work in English.
I think it could be complain.
Yes, but
Yeah.
my mouth don't work today to to talk this word, so
And this happens all the time with me.
Yes, with me too. So because the future it's so short, and I think it's a huge negative side of this. But okay, I don't know if I can handle with that if it happened, because it's hard. But until now I'm good, so I can't complain. Oh, I can't. So that's it. And how about you, Heitor?
I agree with you, Raissa. I think depend of the company. I have been working for almost 1 year on my actual work, and we have the totally decision if we deliver something in a sprint or not. Unfortunately, my last 2 sprints have so many pressure because was delivering a new product, and unfortunately we have to pass by for the agile methods. But in my opinion, the negative point of agile is the PO can't see all the product when you deliver. We have some problems when I already see some cartoons talking about, oh, I ask for a car. Okay, you deliver a bike, you deliver a motorcycle, you deliver until you deliver a car. Okay, the car will be the finished delivery. But if you can think about that, if you deliver a bike and the PO asks for a car, he have all the rights to say, I don't want a bike. That's not what I ask you to deliver. I want a car. So I think depend of the company, the maturity of the team, and what you have to deliver. I think there is a lot of variables in this equation. So it's hard to find one negative point, but depend of the company, you have a lot of them.
Yes, I think you said all we need. But and do you wanna pick a question now, Heitor?
Okay, let's follow the count number 4. Do you believe that agile methods actually increase productivity? Yeah, I think this agile increase the product because in my opinion, well, in the companies that I worked, we don't have a lot of pressure, okay? And we have a lot of tasks, but nothing then we can do it. So sometimes you have to make extra time, but okay, who don't have to doing any kind of jobs? So I never worked with waterfall or Kanban, but I really like to work with agile method. And you, Vinicius?
I agree with you. I think if the company have a maturity to implement the agile method, the productive will be increased. But if the company not have this maturity, that is the product will be decreased, very decreased, because the pressure that make on the employees can be fatality for the product, and make a bad things about the orçament. I don't know how to say orçament, but the budget, I think. And this is, I think that increase the product, yes, but depends of the company how to associate or said. for example, in my last job work, when I worked in another company, a lot of pressure to deliver features and more features in a spring, and this is a short time to deliver and to develop these features. So I'm working extra time every day until more than I was very over sobrecarregado. I don't know how to say this word too, but I was very sobrecarregado. So now I don't have to deliver a feature or to deliver other thing. So depends of the company. And about you, Leonardo?
Yeah, I believe that agile methods can increase productivity if we talk about features, increasement of new features, because usually features needs tests before launching. We have to receive feedback from the clients all the time, especially when we are building the future until they go live. Then when we have to make market research, we have to make some ask questionnaires to collect depoimentos. I don't know how can I say, collect the answers from these clients. But for example, in my company, we use waterfall model because agile methods doesn't work here. Doesn't work because, for example, here when we have to build a new e-commerce, we built a new e-commerce for a company, and it was a big e-commerce, and we understood that when we talk about big projects, the client already paid for the big delivery. Then they paid for this new e-commerce, and we have to build a big solution to deliver a big product to this client. Then we have to develop all the things, all the features together, and then be the launching with all of the features in just one time. We have, for example, 6 months to build e-commerce to a client in Brazil and Latin America, and then it's a big e-commerce with different countries inside of this e-commerce, different products, different clients, not just in Brazil. Then we have to use waterfall model because it's a way to build everything and after just launch. We don't have time to collect feedbacks because if we build just one features, we don't have an e-commerce either. We have to build all the things involved in an e-commerce, the checkout screen, the ads space for advertising, the payments methods. We have to build the way that we're going to input the products and all the things involved in e-commerce. Then we have to build everything and then make the launch. We don't have time to use agile methods. If we're going to improve just one feature inside of e-commerce, I believe agile methods can be the best option. But when we have to build a totally e-commerce, we have to use waterfall.
Yes, I agree with you. It's many levels to achieve the final product. So you can miss it out when you do Agile methods. So I never work with waterfall, but I saw the link you sent, and I think think about e-commerce, I think it's a good way to do, because here when I work, I make websites, but we don't work with e-commerce. I work with WordPress, but we don't build e-commerce because it's too it's too many work to build this. So I think it's very hard, and I feel totally.
Yeah, a good example of waterfall is when, for example, Tesla or Volkswagen is building a new car. They can't use agile methods because they need to launch all the car, and not just one part of the car. They need to launch all the things in one time. Yeah, in this case, waterfall can be the best option.
Yes, I'm agree. And how about you, Heitor?
Sorry, we talk about number 5?
No, we talk about 4, but I think you started that.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so I will pick someone this time. And I go to the number 8. What do you think of company that impose absurd deadlines? When I say I don't work like this, so I can't say a lot about it, because we do all think about, don't have to deal about this problem with deadlines. So when you go a new project, we just think all the steps to don't have to deal the pressure of the delivery in a short. Here we work with like in the minimal 20 days to build their website. So it's a good quarter of the days to do this. And how about you, Vince?
I think that this is getting more normal than was, and I think that the company lost, the employee lost, and the product lost too. With the time, money, budget, and all things that are involved in this product, for example. I don't agree with absolute time to develop or to deliver a thing or a product. And how to, I said, the pressure is bad to the employee, to the company, and all involved in this. And this is so bad. I had this pressure on my shoulders, and I don't have this anyone no more. And about you, Heitor?
I agree with you, but I think nowadays we have a lot of option. For example, the market is crazy about IT jobs. So if you have a little experience in something, you maybe pick your job today and find another one maybe in 2 or 3 days. So perhaps I think we have this choice nowadays, okay? Maybe in the future we won't have this kind of opportunity anymore. But nowadays I think we have the chance to choose if you will agree with that pressure or just quick and find another job. And I think it's a health thing for us in these days. And you, Leonardo?
Number 8, yeah?
Yes.
I think that's very complicated because companies, they want to be launching lots of things to the clients all the time and trying to win the competitors. But this kind of attitude can impact on the employees. I believe we have this option today to change the job when we face with some company like that. But I also know that lots of people don't have this opportunity because the market is not good to everybody. Just people who studied so much or who are very prepared and who have the skills that the market is requiring, they have this option. As Heitor said, the IT market today is very good. The data market is also, but we have professions that this is not an option. We have just to accept if you don't want to be unemployed, yeah. And then this is very complicated for some people. This is not a this is, I don't know how can I say, privilege to everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, I think like you, because sometimes we don't have the chance to choose where we work, but I think when you look for a job, I think we have to saw not the payment, but the workflow, the culture. I think it's very important too, and I think it's a like a huge thing to saw when you look at job.
Mm-hmm.
So, Leonardo, do you want to pick one more?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to read number 7. To have a preference for any of these methods. As I said, I never worked with agile methods. I just heard about. Today, I like to work with the waterfall model because I believe sometimes we can build a plan before receive the pressure. Yeah, we can try to schedule, to plan the next steps of the project, and the client is not looking for some new launching this week or the next week. For example, we just going to week 3 or 4 months after. Then we have a large schedule, and the go live, the date to launch is very far. Yeah. But in the other hand, we have lots of responsibility to deliver a big project just in one time. This is the bad side of this model. Anyway,
Well, I will choose the agile model method because I just work with that, so I never work with waterfall or Kanban. Probably Kanban is look like agile, not at all, but have, I think, the same thoughts. Waterfall is completely different. So I will choose the agile for that. And you, Vinicius?
I think that depends of the context. I don't have a preference. If I need to work with a waterfall, for example, I never listen about this, but today now I know what this because Leonardo arrives comes to the class. But I'm very adaptable to working with any one method or any one technology in general. I think that's a skill very important in our area. So I ever worked with Scrum, Agile method, and Scrum. But if I need to work with other Agile methods, like for example Kanban or I will go to working. I will go learning and working. And about you, Raisa?
Yeah, I think the same. I already worked with Scrum, and I prefer Kanban nowadays. I think it's more easy to manage the goals. I don't know. I feel this with Kanban. And the Scrum, I think it's more easy to lost lost the think of the line of thinking, you know. I have this feeling. So Kanban, it's more visual. So you can you can look and oh, okay, it's missing this, missing that, this is complete. And Scrum, it's more easy to miss these parts. It's not visual for me. And okay, please. And I will pick the number 9 to answer now. Leonardo.
I didn't heard. I don't know if it's my internet.
The number 9.
Do you think this can bring any harm to the employees' mental health? Let me see. Well, I cannot say so much because I've never worked with this before. But if the company works in a way with lots of pressure, maybe this can be harmful to some employees, some of the employees. And I believe that more important than the methods, Agile, waterfall, or other, is the culture of the company. Yeah, the culture of the company is very, very important when we are looking to a new job. It's so hard to discover about the good and bad things inside of the company, but this is today is very important because, for example, I think that everybody dreams to work for Google, and Google use agile methods, but I don't know if Google it's a bad company to work. I believe that not. Of course, they have lots of pressure to deliver the new things, but okay, I think that it's a good place to work. Then for me, it depends so much on the company. Anyway, to
Yeah, I agree with you, but I think the methodology doesn't matter for the mental health. I think the company is the principal, how can I say, guilt for harm of the mental health of the employees. Independent if you work with Agile, Kanban, or waterfall, maybe if you have a lot of pressure working with waterfall, your mental health will be decreased. So I think it's depend of the company more than a methodology. And you, Vinicius.
Sure, I agree with you, Leonardo and Nator, because I'm a real experience to this. I ever worked with Scrum, and today I don't have this pressure and how I had in other job. So this is the culture of the company. I'm completely sure about this because today I have other people to help me if I need, and saying every day to that they are disponible. I don't know how to say disponible, but to help me, and I have a lot of help if I need. So I'm feel um, if the people who abraçando me, I don't know how to say this. In the other job, I felt a lot of pressure, how, as I said. So I agree with you guys. The culture is very important, more important than an agile method. And you, Raisa?
Yes, I think this it's the my big thing it's this, because when you work with the people, when you know you can ask for help, it's the best thing, because when you feel you can ask help and you can call someone to help you with something, whatever we said, it's hard, you know. When the company I'm working, we have this culture. Oh, I don't do design. I'm terrible in design, but oh, look this page. Do you like the color? Oh, okay. I will say, oh, I like it, not like. When I have a problem, I call someone to to help me, and I think it's very important when you can share the opinions in the workplace. I think it's very good. So I think it's the big, when you talk about mental health, it's the big impact we have when you feel comfortable to with your workmates. I think it's the great thing. And I think we have only the question 10 to answer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you stay motivated with the goals, Heitor? Tell me.
I think that's the good question of all the companies. How to let your employees motivate. In our market, I think it's very complicated because we have a lot of opportunities to change of job every day for better salaries, for better methodologies. And I think it's pretty hard to keep the employees in your company and stay that motivate with the goals. I think you have to choose the right employees, then about your vision. Something then I heard once on a director for a company that I work it, and the director had to sell the vision, the dream to you. A company is a dream of your owner, not mine. I'm just there because I have the money. So they have to sell the vision to me. I wanted to be the part of the path of this company. So I think the first step is to choose right the employees that you looking for. Maybe they are not the most qualified, but they have the same goals than a company. And I think it's a hard thing, but I think it's possible nowadays to keep your employees motivated with your goals. And of course, with a great salaries, great benefits. So I think that part of to keep them. And you, Vinicius?
I agree with you. This is a hard question, but I will answer for me. In my case, for example, I'm stay motivated when I have a opportunity to dedicate a time for me, for my personal things, my hobbies, and a time for take a care of my health, for example, and practice my sports. And this is things that make me motivated to with the goals of the company. And I think that uh, this is a good point to stay an employee motivated. Um, have acknowledged to that the time for day is so important than the time to product produce I forget the word, sorry guys. But in my case, if I make my things, if I dedicate a time for me, for my studies, for improve my English, for I make a running on a mirror of the afternoon, for example, um, I will be very happy and more motivated to work to uh, develop more and one thing that I can that to make. And I think that's very important to stay motivated in my case, for example. And about you, Leonardo?
Yeah, I think that all the examples that you said, and I hate to, for example, money, recognition, maybe autonomy, depends on the project. And I would say the balance between personal and professional life, the culture of the company, the opportunity to grow, to be growing with the company to me, too. This is important. For me, that is it's a mix of lots of things to be motivated. And you, Raissa?
Oh, I think it's a hard question to answer, but when I think when you said about motivation, I think it's too personal, like Vinicius said, because some people it's motivated by money and another it's motivated by power. So we have a lot of motivated today, but I think the most important for me it's be able to do my things with my family, spend a quality time in my personal life, be able to study, improve our skills like English or other things. I think that's it. Money too, but I think it's not for me, it's not the first, the first I will pick. And like I said, I think about culture too. It's most important for me, and the environment too. I think this because today we heard a lot about toxic environment. It's too hard to do and be able to handle with this. So I look I look to being in the environment we have a good vibe. So I think this. So I will bring the another's in a minute. So I hope you enjoy the topic. I like to talk about this too. Today is not a good day to me for speaking English, but okay, it's happened.
It happens all the time.
Oh my gosh. Today I'm not nervous, but the English not fluid well.
Yeah,
But okay.
I have a friend who lives in Canada. He lived there for 3 or 4 years, and sometimes he used the stories on Instagram, and he just say that today is not a good day to speak English, and even he's living there for 3 years. I believe this will happen all the time with us because we are Brazilians.
Yes, I think this too. So it's okay. Just accept it. So how was the conversation, guys? Silas, Melissa, Ulysses, do you like the topic? Tell me, please.
Yeah, it was a very good topic. A lot of different and convergent point of views. We could learn and share a lot about this subject. It was very interesting.
Oh, good to hear that. I'm very happy when it happens. And how about you, Melissa? Do you like?
Yes, I enjoyed a lot, a bunch, the conversation. I really appreciated the topic, and I loved everything the guys said because I was familiar with the some methods, agile methods, but they taught me so many things, and I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed. They explained details, practical uses of the methods and Scrum methods. So I really enjoyed it. Thank you guys for this.
Oh, good. And you, Diego, tell me.
It was so interesting, like Melissa said. We saw different points of views in different situations. Yeah, for example, we have two guys who work as a software development, and on my time I work with a data team, but not 100% technical team. Yeah, it's a person who understands more about the business. It's like a business analytics guys. Yeah, and these guys is more human guys and not something mathematical guys. Yeah, and we needed to understand the agile and improve and start and use in nowadays in a different way because we have different people who have different products to bring, and we need to adapt. That's the word to the conversation, yeah. To adapt the agile to our real lives.
Yeah, here in the main room, we talk a lot about the culture, how the influence of the culture in the company can have in the agile method. Depends what is you use. So I think you bring a good way adapted to. It's a good word for agile method. And Ulysses, do you like?
Oh, I like the conversation. Like it's a topic that I think everyone has a way to work in their jobs and in like discuss agile methods. It's like discuss how we work. So I think that it was good.
Great. Heitor, do you like share with the another roommates? How was the topic here in room, please?
I think it was just excellent because we have a different opinions about that, and we have a different experience working with Kanban, waterfalls, and agile methods. So we can share different opinions and experience. What's really amazing.
Oh, thanks. I leave the link to evaluate it and send suggestions for me, please, because it's too hard sometimes to think a topic. Melissa know what is to think a topic to bring for us. So send me a lot of 3, 4, I don't mind. So I hope you bring good questions, and we see in another week. I'm here always Tuesday on 6 o'clock to talk about tech with you. So good night for everyone.
But I enjoyed so much this class.
Me
It
too,
was one
me
of
too.
the best,
Me
one of
too.
the best
Yeah.
class.
Oh,
So-
thanks.
Really interesting topic. Congratulations to choose it, this, and that's it.
Yeah,
Yes.
I would like to give an idea. Someday we should repeat again this talk with everybody here and talk more about this, because we have lots of experience to share between us.
We can choose, for example, one specific agile method like a Kanban or like a Lean or like a Scrum, for example. We can understand more about the different ways to handle and to use in different companies and different realities. So interesting.
Yes.
Yeah,
I will love it. I will be here, please.
Melissa, one lawyer using one article, one lawyer used agile methods in their life. Yeah.
I am, and it's true. It's true. Yeah.
Great,
I
One
love-
single exception lawyer.
Yeah, just to share with you, I'm having a kind of problem today in my job because we are building a new e-commerce for clients in Brazil and other countries outside Brazil. Today we use waterfall model because it's a very big project. We don't have time to make market research and make some tests. Then we have to deliver a big project 6 months after. But I also know that after the go live, we're going to have to use agile methods to make improvements inside of the commerce. Then to launch a big project, we're going to use waterfall. Agile method is not good to work with big projects. But after the launching, the go live, we're going to find a way to work for the first time with agile methods. I've never worked with these before. Then I'm now trying to study to find some course and to understand better about this, because it's going to be a new challenge for me.
Yes, yes. Yes, I think you've just learned something new. Keep away from waterfall.